So here I am somewhere in Wellen Park. I'm about to share with you a development that's under construction on its way that I'm extremely excited about. Been getting a lot of customers calling us from the Midwest, Northeast, who live in these palatial estates, who want to move here because of the beautiful weather and beaches, but they just simply don't want to give up their estate lots, their privacy, their yard, and all the amenities that come with such a big house. We're here today in a very unique opportunity. This is a land that's been parsed out between 4 builders. And the unique thing about it is you can pick your lot and your specific builder. We're here today. I'm really excited to introduce you to Everly here at Wellen Park. Everly is going to be the creme de la creme of this Wellen Park master plan community. A lot of these developments have their own nuances and niches. This one is in a league of its own. This is something that if you're considering making a move and you don't want to downsize and you want to make a custom home, now these homes are interesting. You can build them using the model as reference, or you can build them from scratch. For instance, we have 4 builders here. We have Lee Wetherington, John Cannon Homes, Neil Signature Homes, and West Bay. Lee Wetherington is a good example of what you have to offer here. These homes, now they start at 1.2, from 1.2. That's a key word, from. That's your starting point. Don't get confused when you see these developments and they advertise. The front part is your starting point. Then you go into your design center for several days. You pick out all your embellishments, all of the bells and whistles, and then you start with the pricing. The beautiful thing about these homes is that these models are used really solely for inspiration. There'll be 2 models here from each developer, but they're just there to give you a starting point and a reference point. But you get to pick every step of the way, what colors, what angles, what dimensions. So we're gonna jump in and go take a look at some of these lots and talk about the amazing amenity center that they have to offer. So as soon as you enter Everly, the first thing you notice is the amenity center. Behind me is a rendering. If you pan a little bit to the side, you see it's actually already under construction. Everly, this community, they really put their money where their mouth is. They spent $12 million on a beautiful amenity center, and they wanted to make sure that it's built before any of these homes are complete. So you're not carrying the load and waiting around for your amenities that you're so excited about and that you paid for. They'll be here by the time your home is built. Homes are taking about 12 to 16 months depending on what you pick. In this amenity center, it's gonna be world-class. You're talking about world-class swimming pool, a fire pit area, a sandy beach area, and there's even a putting green. Imagine sitting out right outside your house, walking over and warming up to your putting green, getting a few strokes in before you actually go hit the 18 holes somewhere else. But this place is exciting. It's gonna be done within a year, year and a half, but that's how long it's gonna take to build your home. Let's go look at some of these lots, get an idea of how spacious this is, how amazing, and the beautiful details that are included. So here I am lakeside at Everly in the amenity center. This is where the fire pit area is gonna be, overlooking the lake. If you can just imagine the beautiful nights hanging out with all your new neighbors. Behind me is, you can see they've already dug it out. It's already on its way, is the swimming pool. We have a couple of amenity center. One's going to be the clubhouse, the social house, and the other's gonna be the fitness center. And if you pan over here to the right, you'll see that they have the poolside cabanas. That's a really good touch, really luxury style. It's a perfect way to feel like you're here in a resort, but you're just living in your neighborhood. Just over that dirt mound over there is the putting green. Have to use your imagination a little bit, but it's already underway. So I'm standing in front of one of the Lee Wetherington homes that are being built. As you can see, even though it's pre-construction and it's very bare, you can tell just by the way they have their windows, the amount of detail and how beautiful this house is gonna be. They really go above and beyond to pay attention to all the fine detail. When it's all said and done, there's gonna be 220 home sites. Remember, you get to pick your builder and you get to pick your lot. That's really unique in this neighborhood. You don't often get both of those options. Now you can see this is a pretty big, grand entrance. The walls aren't up, but I think you can use enough of your imagination. Look how big this room is. Look at the views of the lake. Look at these giant doors. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I know I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but look at these doors. I'm excited about this neighborhood. You should be excited about this neighborhood. Let's go out here and you're looking at your future pool with a huge cabana and sitting area. And the nice thing about these homes, the main thing is you're not gonna have neighbors in your backyard. You won't have any of these lots facing one another. So if you're used to having that privacy in your backyard, you're not giving up anything here. I'm excited for you to come down here. So we're here in another room. I'm not sure if this is a bedroom or gonna be a sunken living room. I don't have the plans in front of me, but look at these corner pocket doors. Look at the size of them. I mean, this house, as grand as it is, you could truly make it an indoor-outdoor lifestyle. So here I am, what we're deeming Model Row. These are where the future models are. There are a couple of Lee Wetherington around the corner. These models are slated to be complete spring of 2024, but people are already building. A lot of these builders are very reputable in the area. They're known for their detail. They're known for building custom homes. So people who research and aren't familiar quickly find that these are the right people to be with. If you can get any idea of what this feels like, this is a nice street, wide homes, just the perfect lifestyle. So if you're thinking about moving here but not downsizing, Everly is the perfect neighborhood for you. Take in mind that even though these homes are starting around a little over 1 million, 1.2, some of them once complete will be around that 3 million. It's still an amazing saving. Let's put this into perspective. If you took the same model home, which we have existing in the Lakewood Ranch area, you're talking about, when it's all said and done, $1 million more in price. Now, I understand when you get to these price points, it's not always money is the object, but I think you got there because you were pretty prudent with your decisions and what you spend it on. But the beautiful thing about these savings is that you have plenty of money to buy your toys and all the bells and whistles. $1 million in savings. You have 4 different builders, and all of them have a little bit of nuances when it comes to building, but for the most part, the way it works here is you pick your lot, you pick your builder, and once you've done those two, you put what's called a commitment deposit. That commitment deposit really it fluctuates depending on the builder, so I'm not gonna put out a number that you'll hold me to, but typically around $20,000, $30,000 is your commitment. That is a refundable deposit. What happens next is you go into the design center. They dedicate 3 days for the design center, pick out all your embellishments and finishes, and you get your pricing. At that point, you make the decision if it's something for you. Once you go forward, there's gonna be a commitment contract put in. And this house, remember, it's gonna take between 12 to 16 months to build, but you're gonna be closing on this house significantly before that, with all the peace of mind that you're not just hiring a builder, you're partnered with the builder. So if you're thinking about making that move, if you need a better understanding of the process, Caleb and I are gonna be here to walk you through that whole process. That wraps up everything that we know so far about Everly. Now this is gonna be a fluid process. If you wanna learn more about it, if you wanna come visit the site, if you wanna start getting the process going, we're ready for you. These builders are ready for you. Now remember, these lots are a premium, so it's first come, first serve. So until next time, this is it for This Week in Venice, Florida.